the other video, the tree bruh video, I had an idea for a different Kirby theory, but I seriously just can't remember it, so it's time to get into the nitty-gritty stuff. These are some old, outdated, debunked, and just all-out bad Kirby theories that I had, just like a short compilation of dumb ideas I had a long time ago. Starting with the two things, so my first Kirby game was Kirby Superstar. So these theories are going to have, like, I've only played one Kirby game. I don't even know that there is even this overall arcing lore story or any of that. I just randomly came up with dumb ideas because color is the okay? So yeah. My first Kirby theory I ever created was that Lolo was Meta Knight's son. Good job, old me. You are so smart. Literally, same shape and blue color must be related. Ooh. And just here, I'd like to point out the fact that Kirby and Meta Knight aren't actually the same species at all. Like, whether you believe in the Kirby Right Back Gacha being canon, which is right here, or whether you believe the Void Termina theory, none of those makes sense, because that would mean that Meta Knight also has to be a reincarnation of Void Termina, which is, there's nothing to suggest that, so, yeah. Okay, the next dumb theory, this theory came, actually, I just like to say, I used to think Marx was a girl. I don't know why. It was probably because I was sexist and just I heard Marx's high-pitched voice laugh and all that. So that's a thing. It's not a theory, but it's just it's just a thing. What else can I say about it? Okay, and then the second ever Kirby theory, I think. Then the second thing I ever played Kirby was either Kirby's Epic Yarn and Smash Bros. Brawl, which had a lot of Kirby stuff in it, and Kirby 20th Edition. I didn't know anything about these characters, really, other than the designs and stuff. But the next Kirby theory that I came up with was still related to Kirby Superstar, but also Kirby Triple Deluxe somehow had something to do with it. The theory that Kirby was... So I read in the Kirby 20th Edition thing... Is this even filming? Okay, better be. That Kirby's original form was just a ball. For some reason, my stupid pea brain thought that meant that when Kirby was first created, Kirby was a ball. No, it's referring to the fact that in concept art, Kirby was originally a ball. Just a ball. But my dumb brain thought, well then that must mean if Ball Kirby is a thing, that must be the original old Kirby. Like, this was Kirby when he was a baby, even though Kirby still is one. And Master Hand always shows up at the end of the different game over screens. And yes, I'm going to straight out call it out. I'm saying that the hand in the game over screens of Kirby is Master Hand. The same hand, because Sakurai made Master Hand. Sakurai created the other hand. They're both related to Kirby. Like, Master Hand's overall character, Master Hand and Crazy Hand appear in Kirby in the Amazing Mirror. They are completely connected. I am gonna straight out say, this isn't one of my old dumb Kirby theories, I still believe this, that Master Hand is an official Kirby character, and is the same hand you see in those game over screens. Think about it, why is he called Master Hand anyway? I guess he's the ruler of Smash Bros. World. I guess. And because Master Hand was listed as a Kirby character in the Kirby 20th Edition booklet. Dream Collection booklet thing. But that was probably referring to Amazing Mirror again, because the art that was used was from Amazing Mirror. But either way, the theory was that Master Hand was Kirby's master and creator, and there was also this other hand called UJ for some reason. I don't know what UJ is. It's from Squeak Squad, apparently. Master Hand, Crazy Hand, and then UJ, this weird dark matter looking Master Hand. I seriously don't have any clue what it is. I've never even seen it in game. I've only had the keychain in Kirby Triple Deluxe. And when you boot up Kirby Triple Deluxe, different things will be there on the menu, different keychains if you have all of them. It won't just be random ones, and they usually are like themed. They're like dog stuff, pink stuff, different stuff, blocks, different themes. One of the ones that I was always confused about, though, is the one that has Master Hand, UJ, and Ball Kirby. I've never understood that one. And that's where most of this theory sprouts out. Like, they were creating Kirby, the ball. And, I don't know, Kirby said screw you and found the Master Hands. But, like, in the game overs, Master Hand does seem to be, like, ordering Kirby. Like, waking Kirby up, ordering him to do a thing, or just freaking putting him to sleep or something like that. So it does kind of make sense, but there's nothing to really suggest this. What else is there? Fast forward way later. I'm thinking. Yeah, just fast forwarding. And maybe at one point I even thought that Prince Fluff was related to Meta Knight because they were blue. But that was stupid. I don't even think I thought that. I just made that up right here because I don't have much to say in this video. And now, so about Magolor. So I'm going to be honest. Because for some weird reason, I never got Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I put it on my Christmas list every single freaking year. But I just never got the game for some reason. Only the 3DS games. I don't know why. So way later, we got the Wii U. And we bought it off of the Wii. I don't know, we bought like... And did the... off the Wii U. I didn't actually know throughout any of that Magolor was evil up until the end. And that was crazy because I had this idea for a Kirby fan game where it would be like a Magolor's evil brother, and looking back at that, it's kind of stupid because there's way too many of those, like, it's the evil brother, and it would become a similar form to what Magolor did. This is unrelated. Why am I talking about this? But let me talk. I was so confused by the ending of this game. When you defeat Magolor Soul, Magolor goes to the thing, the crown breaks, so Master Crown is officially gone forever. And Magolor does a whooshy-woo and fades out of existence or something. My first thought is because when the Lore Star Cutter, listen, I didn't read Magolor's dialogue because this was before I was really into Kirby lore. My first thought was that he teleported into the Lore Star Cutter, and that because I didn't know the Lore Star Cutter was sentient. But then a few weeks or months or years even later, I'm like, wait a minute. It's kind of weird that we never see Magolor. We never see Magolor after the end of the game, despite him going into the Lore Star Cutter. And that's where I came up with my second theory. That Magolor actually died, and it was just the Lore Star Cutter. And now I know for real this time that yes, it was just the Lore Star Cutter. Magolor slipped into a in-between dimensions, because we're literally in another dimension, in another dimension, in another dimension, and he slipped into another dimension, in the another dimension, in the another dimension. Kirby lore. Anyway, I think that's it. There's one other that I can't remember, but who really cares? Oh yeah. Freaking Shadow Kirby is super confusing because their design keeps changing. So I had a few different theories for Shadow Kirby. One, the Shadow Kirby of Kirby Fighters, because it's completely different from the other Shadow Kirby. Their attitude is different, their thing is different, and just, it's so weird. Especially since we saw Shadow Kirby, normal Shadow Kirby, in Kirby Star Allies, like, you could thought, oh, maybe it was just a retcon. But then it went retcon back to the old version, and now it's retcon back into the new version again, but slightly different. So that was really freaking confusing. So my original idea was that it was just a shade thing. It was a different Shadow Kirby. Listen, there's so many kinds of, like, parallels, shadows, dark, to the point where, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there were just two completely separate Kirby, evil Kirbys, both called Shadow Kirby. I wouldn't be surprised. Bleh. Then my next thought was that maybe it was a parallel Kirby from the parallel world, because we saw parallel Meta Knight, parallel King Dedede, and even other parallel things, but we never saw parallel Kirby. Probably because they just don't care. I don't know why they didn't do parallel Kirby, honestly. Maybe they thought a Kirby fighting another Kirby was crazy talk. But then again, they had Shadow Kirby, so... What am I even saying anymore? Then my thought, when I learned that yes, it is from the Mirror World. What if it's from the Dark Mirror, is what some people said. And by some people, I mean meteors. But then my theory was that the Dark Mirror and the Amazing Mirror are the same mirror, but it was after it got taken over by Dark Mind. So that doesn't work either. Pee pee poo poo. So then my theory was that it is from Dark Mirror, but remember, first of all, for some reason, Shadow Kirby isn't even in the mirror anymore. Like, he just went away, so it's like, screw the mirror world. Even though it's probably the one place in Kirby that needs the most protecting right now, because it is permanently evil now. He said, screw that, and I left. And he left, because you can see him flying around the Jam Bastion for some reason. I don't know why. He's stupid, I guess. He's a coward. He was already thought to be a coward. So my theory was, in place of, since Shadow Kirby is no longer in that world, well, I guess Dark Meta Knight isn't there either. The evil Mirror World created a new Shadow Kirby. This one would be actually evil, because now it only reflects evil things. And that's what they are. And there is still a little bit of evidence for this. Like, while the other mirror people burst into mirror shards, Shadow Kirby just kind of puffs into smoke. Like he's nothing more than a shade, like an actual shadow creature that just emerged from your shadow. Not a mirror world version. Because one thing is, Shadow Kirby is called Shadow Kirby, but Shadow Kirby is also called Mirror World Kirby. So maybe they are separate. But after rereading the descriptions of Shadow Kirby again, I realized that it says he is the protector of the Mirror World, not a protector. Meaning it is, in fact, the same Shadow Kirby, just going through a lot of weird retcon garbage. Yep, that's it. But I still feel weird about it because his overall personality has changed. I guess you could say it's character development, but it's not very good character development. Going from a coward who is supposed to be protecting his world and just not doing it to a prankster who thinks that beating people up for a prank is funny. Not very good character development if you ask me. It's like frickin' those YouTubers. Oh, blowing up my friend's Minecraft world. Funny prank. It's not like he spent 20 years working on it. Okay, this video is really dumb. I think I'm just gonna turn it off now. Like and subscribe and other dumb garbage. Maybe give some feedback, please. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. I need to finish that stupid Geometry Dash level, but I don't want to. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering where Plushdale is, I need to do another system transfer from different tablets of mine. Yay. But then things should be smooth sailing from then on out. Until the next one happens.